Okay, at this point, you should have written your professional bio. You can see mine over here. It's not just a list of bullet points, but it's a solid set of paragraphs about myself. It's pretty long too. You can see it's not just 2 or 3 little paragraphs. It takes up most of this first page here. Got my bio written. I checked to make sure there were no grammar or spelling mistakes. So just like with the doc, if you spelled something wrong, you're going to get that red line. Make sure you don't have any of those red lines throughout. Considering we're hoping this is going to be used not only for teachers but for potential employers, we want to put your best foot forward. Having a grammar and spelling mistakes on your digital portfolio is not a way to do that. In fact, look, I just caught one. Boom, boom. Okay, so after you've got your bio written, now we're going to talk about inserting a professional picture of yourself. Now, I don't mean professional in the sense that it has to be taken by some photographer. I mean, it's a picture that just looks good of you, where you're not doing something crazy or goofy. We want it to look like a nice photo of you. Now, there are a few different ways to add pictures. One of which is if you have an image like on your Faceagram or your Instabook or whatever you kids are using now for your social medias, you can go with the permission of whatever teacher or staff member is having you set up this digital portfolio onto your phone and then send that picture to your school email. So if you look here, I'm in the school email, it says professional picture, I'll open it up and there's the picture that I sent in. Now, if you don't have a picture on your phone to send in, there's going to be an additional tutorial for how to use your Chromebook to take a professional picture. You'll watch that video in a moment. For those of you that have pictures that you can send from your phone, you'll open it up in your email. Make sure you send it to your school email just because it'll be easier for you to get to on your Chromebook. Click download. Now, this is going to look a little bit different because I'm using a Mac and you are more than likely using a Chromebook, but once you've downloaded it, it saves it to what's known as your clipboard. Now, when I go back to my digital portfolio, if I double click here, I've got the option to upload, which I will click, and then I'm going to upload that picture. So again, this is going to look different from me because I'm using a Mac, you're using a Chromebook, but you should have the picture there to pick from. Here's my picture right here. I'm going to click that, give it a moment to upload. All right, there it is. If you remember earlier on, I put the writing on half the screen rather than filling the screen up. That's because I wanted to make room for this picture next to it. I just think that looks nice to have the bio here with the picture next to it. You can make this bigger by clicking on it and dragging the blue box. Okay, you do want it to be pretty decent size. That's me and my son Logan right there. Same thing with the writing. If you want it to kind of be a little bit fatter, you could do it that way. You could make it a little bit skinnier. Just make it so it visually looks nice on the page. Okay, you don't want gigantic gaps in between the writing and the picture. You want it to be appropriately spaced. Now, if you need help taking a photo using your Chromebook because you don't have one to send from your phone to your Chromebook, you're going to go back to Google Classroom and watch the tutorial on how to use Google or use your Chromebook to take a photo. If you've already inputted your professional photo, you're going to continue on to the next tutorial.